Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So today is the last day that the Resurgence Mega Capsule will drop in the game. It's also the last day that you can purchase the Resurgence Mega Capsule from the marketplace. Although if you already have some Resurgence Mega Capsule in your inventory, you can see there is this timer. These time capsules are perishable. So sadly you're not going to be able to keep them forever in your inventory. So in this case, you can see that it's going to expire in approximately 11 days. Normally, this time capsule expires after 14 days. I saw some people were a bit unhappy because it kind of fills up the inventory quite a bit. One trick that you can do is that you could decide to
This is
sell
the most
those.
prime merchandise in Gotham.
Oh,
And
let's
none
repair.
of it's hot. I swear.
So you could sell those on the vendors. If they fill up your inventory, just sell them on the vendors. And then what you can do at a later date is just buy them back. Also, the bonus week next week will be the Long Live the Legion currency and new rewards. Oh, and there's going to be a bonus Long Live the Legion mission. I'll try to make a video about that as soon as we get more information. And of course, a bit later today at 3 p.m. Pacific time, there will be a live stream discussing the Knights of Vengeance time capsule. They'll probably show off the style and explain what we will find in that time capsule. So our next mission quest, in the main mission quest, will be the Religion of Crime. So let us talk to our friend Deathstroke.
So you think you can take on Untergang? I applaud your ambition. They've created a religion of crime that promises they'll take over the world. I'd stop them myself, but there's no bounty in it. Yet.
So, Intergang's famed crime Bible. Sounds like fascinating reading. Let's go check out that book. Permanently. Intergang's latest hotspot is now on your map.
So for those wondering, that is the mission quest that will allow you to be able to farm for the Batwoman cape. I made a video or two about the Batwoman cape, and sometimes some of you guys say you don't have access to that mission just yet. Basically, you have to play the Religion of Crime mission quests before you can then start farming for the Batwoman cape. So if you are mentored by Cersei, you do reach that mission around level 25. I assume it's similar if you are mentored by Wonder Woman. If you are mentored by Batman, I have to admit, I completely forget when you do get that mission. And I'm not sure if you do get that mission if you are mentored by Superman. I have to admit, I would have to look it up. So basically, in order... Oh. I never pass up in this case, an investigation. Actually, briefing.
My sensors indicate you have strong exobyte gifted powers.
Ah.
Why do you fight against me? Your gifts are gifts from me. They came from my future technology.
So there is going to be a few steps to this mission. We have to go to the Untergang penthouse.
Join your...
Taste apocalyptic firepower.
I should have tweaked my loadout. Next time.
Guarding this warehouse is a waste of time. No one is stupid enough to mess with Intergang. Should you trap? You never know with all these new heroes and villains running around.
Let's get rid of the goons first. Then we'll pick up the investigation. And there's healing barrels all over the place, so don't hesitate to break them open.
The Book of Blood, Chapter 8, verse 23. By deceit ye have freed yourself from the illusion of truth, and thus do I name the first lesson of blood.
And also our treasure chest, in case this is your first video you're watching, there are treasure chests in a whole bunch of missions like this one. So you have to break open those treasure chests. And there are various feats. If you break 5 treasure chests, 10 treasure chests, it goes up to 1,000 in order to be able to get all the feats that comes with it. Also, sometimes they will give you a little reward. Oh, we got the dreaded Warlock's robe. Let us see if it's going to be worth using. Sometimes you do end up with something you can actually use. Most of the time, not really. It happens. Let's take that little barrel with us. There's no reason not to break those healing barrels, even if you don't need the health. Again, you can work up to, there's a feat for it to break 1,000 healing barrels.
And lives. It is written. Get 'em, boys!
Oh no! They want to get us! Oh. Evil targeting. So you'll notice, I kinda like to spam powers. I can't explain it, love it.
I belong to the religion of crime. The world will drown in blood before a weakling unbeliever like you makes me talk.
So again, another healing barrel here. Could have sworn there was another one. I must be mistaken.
Wait! Just in case the prophecy isn't true, I'll tell you. Mannheim says the crime Bible promises infinite power once he kills the twice-named daughter of Cain. He's doing it tonight. That's all I know.
So let's get out here. Oh, let's complete the mission
That was
first.
informative. So, the crime Bible promises infinite power. Sounds good to me. Let's see if we can track down this big bad book. I'm tracking a fair amount of intergang activity around this warehouse. It looks like Batwoman and the Question are on the same tip. Think you can get to the crime Bible before they can?
Before we go in the sewers, there's a briefing and investigation you can get here.
Target Tango. Designation static. This target relies almost completely on his ability to command electricity and magnetism. Martial threat is null. Avoiding electrically hot environment and restricting use of weapons to non-conductive materials will impair his overall effectiveness by threefold.
So we had already picked up this one before. And sometimes there is a collection. I guess not today. So let us go into the mysterious warehouse. So let's open the door.
I knew I smelled someone in here.
We don't smell that bad.
I commit your soul to Cain.
Take them out!
Yes, you can. So there are a bunch of invisible panthers throughout the mission. It's one of those missions where if you use dual pistols, you just go full auto and you will be able to detect all the invisible enemies. And sadly, we don't have dual pistols, so we're gonna have to do it the hard way. I could have sworn there would be one here. My mistake.
The Book of Blood, Chapter 40,
Oh,
verse
there they are.
37. Lilith raised him up, and setting his hands upon her, spoke with breath hot on his neck. What ye name virtue, I call weakness. For ye lust heartily, but have not strength nor courage enough to slake it.
There's a console you have to activate here, but I don't know why. You have to come here first.
You'll need to turn off the security camera unless you want intergang swarming from all directions. Should be a terminal in here somewhere.
And then you have to activate the console. I've done this 1,000 times by now. I forget why it works like that. So here you can see another treasure chest. So again, there's a feat to open 1,000 of those. So whenever you see them, and we got the same dreaded warlock thingy. Well. And also there are little boxes, little safes like this one, where you can steal some counterfeit cash. could have sworn. No, they were here. So there's a few of them spread throughout the mission. So it's a little side quest. Not even a side quest. I'm not sure what I would call it. But it will give you a feed, so there's no reason not to pick up the counterfeit cash. There should be a few more. Ah, there they are. Someday I'll have to come back here with my Phantom and show you how this mission can be much easier with dual pistols. A dual pistol is not a very popular or powerful weapon, sadly, but it is useful for a few things. Although it's very tempting with dual pistols to go full auto, and usually that drives people nuts. When you go full auto, somehow people don't like it very much. So we're pretty much reaching the end.
It's a trap.
The trap is sprung. Rejoice, my shapeshifters. The prophecy is fulfilled. The twice-named daughter of Cain, Batwoman, will die as the crime Bible foretells.
Oh no, it's a trap!
Ah, look, Kyle. Another sheep to the slaughter. So you think to stop the prophecy? My shapeshifters will feast well tonight.
They are mine, Whisper!
We're not a sheep.
Kyle, you fool. Must I do everything myself?
I seem to recall way back when Whisper right there was a pretty tough fight. And there is a healing barrel that you can use here to help you out. So don't hesitate to use it. She is somewhat tough, and some of her abilities can hurt you quite a bit. Oh, we got a pair of shoulders. Let's see if it's going to be worth using. Oh yeah. And as you can see, we got a stabilizer. We got a resurgence mega capsule. And it will expire in approximately 14 days. So if somehow your inventory is full and you have no more room for those, just sell it on the vendor. Or heck, if you don't plan to open them, just sell
Chapter
them.
19, verse 12. To your gates I came thirsty, and with water would have left contented. But ye have shown me greed, and this I shall name the third lesson.
So let's open the last safe. So as you can see, it gives us a little feed. Oh, and the barrel is back, so let's break it again, so that we can work up towards breaking up 1,000 barrels. And I think I forgot. Oh, we're good. So let's get out of here. So next, let's complete the mission. I'm not sure why
So,
sometimes
the religion
you
of
have to do
crime
it
is after
manually.
Batwoman.
Sometimes it
I
happens
say
on
we
its
go
own.
after the crime Bible while they're distracted by this ritual they've planned. Checking likely locations now.
Let's tweak our loadout and add a shockwave.
Bruno Mannheim, leader of Untergang,
Here.
was last spotted at this location. Seems he never lets the crime Bible out of his sight. So, if Mannheim is in here, I'm betting the book is too.
So here is the mission where you can get Batwoman's cape if you are lucky. It's a fairly rare drop, so you will have to farm that mission over and over again in order to be able to get the cape. And in order to be able to gain access to this mission, you have to play this mission quest. This quest line, I should say. So let's get into it. And here there are a couple of mechanics you can use, like there's those this little console you can activate. And it will trigger a bomb, but sadly the NPCs were nowhere near the bomb, so we'll have no choice. We'll have to fight them. Let them fight! And again, in this mission here, we will have some invisible panthers. So let's see if we can... Oh, there it is. So sometimes there are certain abilities that will allow you to be able to sort of detect invisible enemies. One of the drawbacks of being invisible is that as soon as you receive 1 point of damage, you become visible again. Which is why using like dual pistols, you spray, you do damage pretty much everywhere around you, and as soon as it does damage to an invisible opponent, that opponent will appear. But it doesn't have to be just dual pistols. Any ability that does damage will make the NPCs appear. So it makes invisibility is sort of useful, but it sometimes in certain situations it becomes pretty useless. And there used to be abilities like X-ray vision that will allow you to detect invisible opponents, and also tanks have the ability to detect invisible opponents, if I recall correctly. And that should be the last of it. So let's open the door.
We'll eat your heart for Mannheim!
Oh noes! That was a fumble. That seems to be it. Again, we have another panther here. And here we have another treasure chest. Oh, we got a chair. Oh, one more panther. Sadly, switching my ability, it did remove one of the power interaction. It doesn't really matter.
That ye might pull secrets hidden from the very hearts that hide them. And so see my kingdom rise anew upon the earth in Cain's name.
So we should be good here. So let's go downstairs. So one of the nice things of the ant clap thingy is that, as you can see, the cooldown is pretty darn quick. So you could almost spam it if you wanted to. So if you wanted to use it to try to detect the invisible enemies, you could spam it all over the place. Not a big deal in the end. It doesn't matter if you detect them or not.
Let the razor cut quick and right. In Cain's name, we commend the heart of this wayward daughter. May the fires of pain and rage blaze on earth. In Cain's name!
Bruno. Bruno Mannheim used to be a pretty tough fight, but there are healing barrels all over the place. so don't hesitate to use them.
Eviscerate them.
And you can cycle through those healing barrels. I'll show you how in just a second.
I shall devour you screaming.
Don't let us stop you, Mannheim. We're just here for the book.
And there are various events in this fight, so you have to pretty much trigger all of them in order to be able to complete it. So there's a barrel here, so let us use it. Kind of hard to see with all the smoke.
And the infidels dare to interrupt the right? Eviscerate them.
So as you see, as the fight progresses, it will trigger various NPCs that will appear. And Mannheim used to also have a big attack that would happen at some point.
I shall devour you screaming.
And normally, there it is. So the barrels respawn pretty quickly. So use one barrel, then move on to the next one, then move on to the next one. And by the time you're done with the third one,
You have not stopped
odds are the first one
prophecy of
respawn.
crime. All is written in the vile book.
And as you saw, we got a whole bunch of feeds. And we got a nice chest piece we can use. And let's open the box. Decisions. Let's go for the elemental android back style. So let's open the book. And let's talk to Deathstroke.
We've got what we're after. Leave them all to lick their wounds. Let's go.
Before we do go, there should be... I forget where it is. It's been a while since I've been here. We can't... Oh, there it is. Sometimes also the treasure
Blood,
chest will be here.
Chapter 3, verse 10. Thus do I mark thee, that ye might practice murder, and take that of which the weak have no need, and so earn the right to live.
So let's complete the mission.
That crime Bible is made of solid stone. Hardly light reading. We'll check on these prophecies of power and get back to you. Hey, would I lie to you?
Let's go back to the Burnley nightclub. And we did get a few skill points. I'll assign those. I'll go back to my lair and I'll assign those. Let's go to the Burnley nightclub first. And we reach level 26, so we're fairly close to level 30 at this point. Just a couple more mission quests. Let's pick this bounty here because why not? So let us go tell our friend Deathstroke that we're done with our mission.
I see you managed to make a profit out of stealing Intergang's crime Bible. Nice initiative. I'll have to remember you're up for riskier endeavors.
And let's complete it.
Cersei's plans with the Cult of Blood are heating up. With Trigon's energy loose on this plane, we're in for a visit from an interdimensional force of evil. If you think you can handle it, talk to Blood Priest Lucius in Burnley for more.
Sadly, they gave us a trinket, which is not quite the same in terms of name, but if you look at the stats, the exact same stats as we already had. Oh well. So let us go back to our lair. So let's see, we have a few skill points unspent. So let us, let's take a quick look. For iconic powers, in this case I took Word of Power because this is a evil black atom that says Shazam. And of course we took Super Strength. For flight, I took enough abilities to be able to take the various stun recovery, stun mastery, and all that good stuff. In terms of stat points, often you guys will ask, basically I took here Focus Superpowers, and I started with the critical attack chances. In this case, I would take, let's say, critical attack chances, critical attack damage, and then I would start putting points into might and power. So let us, I'm not sure why it does that sometimes. Sadly, sometimes when you try to assign your skill points, it takes you out of the menu. I don't know why, but it happens. So we've assigned the skill points, we've replaced some of our gear, so let us re-imprint everything. And there we go. So we'll be good and ready to start next time. So next time, the road to hell. So we'll go speak to our friend brother priest Lucius in the Burning Light Club. So again, just a reminder: tomorrow, the Knights of Vengeance time capsule will go live. Today is the last day for the Resurgence Mega Capsule. So it's the last day that they're going to drop. It is the last day that you will be able to purchase them from the marketplace. But you will still be able to open those that are in your inventory if you want to. I sold them all. I'm so sad now. So those that will drop today in your inventory, you'll have 14 days to open them. And again, there will be the live stream with the devs a bit later today that will show us the Knights of Vengeance time capsule for the first time. Also, I assume they will talk about the bonus Long Live the Legion currency week, and also new rewards that will be added to the Legion vendors. So there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff to cover a bit later today. So either go watch the live stream that the devs will have on Twitch, or I'll try to make a video about it either later tonight or tomorrow, depending on how things work out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this Universe Online at this point, so if I don't answer a question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answered a question. Or click one of the videos that you see on your screen right now. Bye-bye.